welcome everybody as I get this thing.
Yep, other side. Yeah, so it leans against, yep. The little
There we
edges,
go.
so that-
All
Yeah,
right, now we can start.
there we go.
Let's take a roll call. We'll start at the end here.
Ken Lau.
Jeanette Isbell.
Carol Hannah,
Carrie Dodd.
and we've got a quorum. And we have our agenda for the night is first to look at the September meeting minutes.
See.
Hey, I did not print those.
You didn't?
No, you're fine.
If
We
I
don't,
was printing, I did.
no, we don't need to waste.
They are on the Google Drive.
Well, where are they at? Oh, there they are. Let me see. Mhm. There we are.
That seems like a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah, October meeting, we had our printing session.
Yeah. So if anyone is ready to make a motion to approve these,
I'll make a motion to approve them.
okay, we have a second?
Second.
Okay, got a second and a third. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. So we'll move on to the old business. And I will let these take the floor.
Well, our main focus tonight will be our annual report. We'll do that here at the end. But we want to kind of share, if you want, do you want me to turn the light off and run the lights off here, or do you want it bright here, and then you can see it on your
It's okay for me.
tablet there? Okay.
Yeah.
But I do want to kind of get, some of the old business and do some updates. The first one, on our list is pre-campus K-12. The last time, we had met, we had, a really session and talked about just moving forward with the middle school, seeing if the middle school, would be in a position, a better position to be able to take something on like this, and then moving up to the high school, adding that in the later date. So I had reached out and, I had hoped to have reached out sooner, but I got the contact information from the school here before I left on vacation. I was out last week, and so when I got back on Monday, they gave me the contact for the teachers in the science department. So if you know any of the four teachers and come across them, feel free to bring up the possibility that we'd love to be able to work with them. But it is Robin Hart, Melanie McCarty, Andrew Meyer, and Darren Phillips.
Well, I know Melanie.
You know Melanie?
Yeah.
Okay.
I see her every once in a while. So.
The speaker for several of our children. So I do know Melanie and her daughter, also Raven with our daughters. And then Robin.
Is that Ken's wife?
It is.
Okay.
Ken, yes.
All right. Yeah.
And she's been, I think one of her main focuses is more earth science. I'm not quite for sure. Robin Hart, she was a teacher at East Elementary, but she was the maybe fourth grade teacher, and went sixth grade, and then she went to the accelerated students, and then she went to middle school, focusing in on science. But I don't know what her focus is of the four teachers. But I sent them an email, sent them a link to the Arbor Day Foundation page for the K-12 program, and just proposed that we would like to partner with them to be able to make it possible for them to be able to get that recognition. They do have to be the ones to apply for it and pledge. However, I think that we could be a big part of the program. It's a lot more streamlined and simple. And, you know, from what we've learned in conversations, a lot of the curriculum already meets the requirements for Arbor Day Foundation, so the educational piece. We don't have to format that in kind of educational plans or kind of just kind of more planning activity sheets. It talks about kind of what the piece is for when it's being taught, but then it continues on. So they can have those throughout the year, but a lot of the plant biology, the earth science, those biology topics tend to already use that.
Mm.
So, that is a piece that would like to explore when we meet with them, but I asked if they would be of interest to meeting with a few of us and kind of have a Q&A session, and then I can share with them the kind of the four main pillars of that program and how we could work together to get that happening for next year. So stay tuned at the end of 2024, either before the holidays or right after the holidays. I'd like to be able to have that initial meeting. And then from there, if they do want to move forward with it, then we can meet with them 1 to 3 times in the spring just to do some pre-planning, brainstorming sessions. And that way it puts me in a position to be able to kind of plan and prepare for it.
All right.
And then give them till end of August, kind of get them settled in, and then meet again, and then start putting the plan in. So, not worksheets, but I'm,
It's kind of a format type thing.
I'm just drawing a blank on, the title on that. But it would be kind of a lesson, you know, kind of a,
Curriculum or a.
it would just be in. It would be a lesson, but it's in a format to where it kind of breaks down the kind of the purpose of the topic, what's being talked about.
So kind of a course outline kind of
Yeah,
thing.
kind of, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, a little course outline for each of the highlights. Maybe once a month, they have something that would be related to something kind of student. And then that would just build momentum to our spring. And then in the spring, we would celebrate Arbor Day. And so I would anticipate some topics like free biology, soil, free planting and pruning, and air, and free. So some of those types of things that can be taught throughout the course of the school year, and then we talk about what they would like to do. Fit their day or, you know, their interest there. And I know we also talked about the vendor work, about that being in the campus. Which I think would be very, very doable in what trees they have on the.
Yeah, yeah.
And then from there, after we kind of do more of our pre-planning at the very beginning of the school year, we would do our official pledge. It's somewhere around September. We need to do that like fall of 2025. And then that fall to March, we'd be doing our lessons and all of our activities. And then we do our Arbor Day event there, like April, around Arbor Day. And then in the month of May, is when we do the application and just showing support what all we've done. And it sounds as if then the following, the summertime is kind of when they find out that if they are recognized, that these are requirements for the free campus program, but then we could then make that a no. So I have not heard back from them yet, but I figured that if I don't hear back, I'll probably just make contact with Robin Hart. She is one of my neighbors, but I wanted to reach out to them first.
Sure.
Anyone have any questions about that piece? Does that timeline kind of sound better?
Yeah.
I feel that it's more practical, more digestible for me, the staff, to be able to prepare and plan a lot better as well. And then we'll continue to have conversations with Mr. Johnson to see if we can kind of. Okay, the next one on the list is free steward refresh course. I was explaining to Cheryl Hannah when we met the other day. I very much enjoyed this course. Our tree steward course that we have participated in Richmond, I know Terry and Carol and Joe Scott and I were able to go. It was a lot of information, and it was a great amount of information, very educational, very well worth our time. But I felt that attending this course and I think that even Rachel, from Indiana agrees that having more of these shorter one-day workshops were actually more of kind of an introduction. I felt that they weren't so overwhelming, gave a lot of practical tips, and I kind of consolidated, that data. It wasn't in greater detail, but they hit the important things that I think that if they can do gradually throughout the year, I think they're going to try to start doing those more as an introduction versus a refresher, or continue the refresher, but kind of preference leading and introduction. I think it's great for planners such as myself that does not have the urban forestry background, landscaping background. But then also in that course that I went, there were only about 10 participants, but they were more for hobbyists, individuals that really enjoyed urban forestry, tree plantings and so forth. And they came, and then we also had certified arborists that had to use it. So it was great. It was on a Saturday, which I think was really nice. But I think offering those certain weeks as well for my staff to kind of go through the council meeting. So I was the only representative from a community forum for. I felt that it was very well put on. The tree planting exercise was phenomenal. Meredith, who's a new staff team, in the DNR, thought she did a great job. I think probably the best I'd ever seen. That was one thing I did not get to, and I wanted to do it step by step. I just took my copy out of paper and pen out there and wrote down every step that she mentioned. Even took some pictures along the way. So, maybe we'll put something together, but I thought it was, she did a great job. We also did a little bit of a pruning exercise, but we were a holiday park. We didn't really have that many young trees, so it was very tough at the time that we had to be able to find the tree that we could use for pruning. So we finally found one up front that we were good. In your packet and also in your Google Drive, all of the follow-up, all the presentations, all the materials, are at your fingertips. So go through it. There's a lot of great information. They just focused on soil and tree biology, right tree, right place, pruning, and then they went into the soil exercise, and there was an activity I think that we could easily use for the kids. So it was a lot of fun at that. But I want to show you here real quick. In your Google Drive, you all should have access to the Google Drive. And so here, if you go back out of the presentation, you'll see these folders here that I've created. And each of the folders has some pictures from our Arbor Day. It also has information on the symposium that's coming up, our fall tree planting. I just put our invoices in there.
Pictures are
But then
wonderful.
on that, please do a
Look
refresh
at them.
board. All of these documents are also in there in digital form.
Great.
So you can pull those up, look at them, download them to your computer, share with others. That's one thing that I really greatly appreciate from the crew there for DNR. They are very supportive of sharing their knowledge and sharing, pulling in experts to help share as well. So those are all in there, but then also your hard copies. Okay, back to the presentation. If you do not have, if you're having issues accessing your Google Drive, let me know. I'm not for sure if we have shared it with your new team.
No, I don't know either.
Okay, so basically what you'll do, Jeanette, I will send it to the email, and it'll just basically just accept it, and you should then be able to.
Okay, great.
Go right into it, and you'll have access to the entire urban forestry page or folder, and I'll have all the years prior to and current years and months, just like what you see here, you'll have access.
Great, good, thank you.
Anytime you aren't able to attend a meeting and so forth, that would be a great area. So yes, let me know if you don't have access.
Okay,
Okay, so we've got the symposium that's coming up December the 34th. great news on this, they have had such strong interest that they are offering a virtual participation. So as far as in person, it is cool. If you really want to go in person, December the 4th, I can participate virtually. I have to be there December the 3rd, but if you want to take my spot, you can. The 3rd is, it starts at 12 noon, goes to about, I think, 4:15, then they have a social event afterwards if you want to attend. Then on the 4th, they have they have different sessions. They'll be talking about different hot topics about urban forestry, sharing about different tree planting events, and then each day they have a 4-panel discussion, kind of a roundtable discussion scheduled. And so then on Tuesday afternoon, from 2:15 to 3:15 is when myself and Rachel Christensen, the former planning director, will be presenting about the recovery tree project. So that will be that day. And you know, if you want to zoom in for just pieces of those days, feel free to do so. The only thing that they're asking is, and if you want to go and you want me to send you the email version of this, and you can just click on this link, you do just have to pre-register. So it's very simple, free. It's just that they said that it'll make it much easier being able to have access and set up before the day. And just as far as, I think we kind of talked about this a little bit before our printing exercise, for the presentation, our main focus is to be engagement. We're just going to be sharing some key takeaways, tips, strategies that we learned that maybe not before or during, but maybe even afterwards, we realized what was very helpful in the process of planning that event. And so just kind of showing how that community education and engagement piece has shown for us. Good, effective projects and mentioned what that project, I think, pretty amazing. So we just kind of walk through that a little bit. We're going to share a little bit of the video and yeah. That's all I have on that piece. The next old business on the agenda is fall tree planting. We planted trees in areas that either we had removed them because they were dead, they were damaged significantly, or in conflict with whether a sidewalk that was uprooted or a utility that was in significant conflict with them. The trees we purchased from Bluegrass Farms. By the time we're all said and done, we're going to be planting 75 trees, all here in the last week, except for 17 of them are still to be planted. We've got a property, we need to get some arborvitae planted there, and then we have 2 left that we were not able to plant on Broadway that we hope to be able to plant. In the park, Aaron Burris is going to let me know tomorrow if they can take those and then get them taken again really quickly.
I saw when they were planting them on Broadway, they were big. I was surprised how big they were.
Yeah, they were pretty.
Were those all service berries?
They were the ones there on Broadway, except for the ones there at High in Broadway.
They're on the
There
corner.
was that, cherry, Sergeant Cherry was one of them, and then also that Susan Price. And both of those we planted one of each of those at a Franklin Tree Project. So we kind of want to give them a variety.
How big did they say they were? I
As
mean,
far as what they'll get on maturity,
no, what they are now when they were
they
planting.
were a 2-inch caliber, golden burlap, they were probably 20.
Yeah. Wow.
This on that ball. They were, I'm not for sure how much weight they were.
I bet they were. They were huge. I thought. Oh my gosh.
We asked how big the 7-foot, they were 6 foot, the 7-foot to go up, they said 450.
Wow.
Like, okay, we're gonna stick with the 6 foot. Yeah, those were pretty massive. You'll see several of those that were planted around the perimeter of Berline's property there off of about Pendleton Avenue, and then we planted the same, TC at the maintenance barn, and behind the salt barn, and where they store lots of heavy equipment.
Thank goodness we've had some rain,
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
and that snow probably really helps.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So the Elm Street properties, is that not gonna be around where some of the streets are gonna be widened and everything on, I heard,
Where, what, road that's gonna be widened is on Main Street.
Main,
Between Elm
yeah,
Street
okay,
and South Madison.
yeah,
Area. So that one's gonna be widened a little bit, it's gonna be widened, I think, south of High on them. It just happens to bump out and narrow out a little bit, to widen up for, there. On Elm Street, these streets were mainly around on the kind of up down railroad.
okay,
And we had that new drain put in there.
Yeah.
And so they were in conflict with some point, so.
yeah,
But yeah, so Main Street will be widened, Elm Street and Main Street, we did get our community crossings, grant awarded.
saw that,
So that'll be coming up here with next spring and summertime, and that will be a nice project. All new sidewalks on the side. Storm infrastructure put in, the water line, that's not an eligible item of the project, but we're gonna go ahead and do that.
it's good to kind of have the tree project and that
Yeah.
kind of there, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
everything will be timely there.
We're excited about all the fruit. Just even the fourth improvements of, Walmart. You know, a lot of the neighbors and the property owners have experienced a lot of flooding, so happy to see that. Oh, another, PC there at Broadway is the Sterling Silver, link. There was there's a parking space there, kind of a little, I guess, parklet, but a little, landing area there, between Broadway and the most south part of the parking lot, that we had to take some trees down and just replace a couple of those, so. And then, of course, we might. Following that, Arbor Day celebration and proclamation, we had, Town Council President Marcia Skaggs came in, and she welcomed everyone. And Karen was able to go there, just got Dr. Lau, and it was a beautiful day for a November 4th date. I actually.
It was hot.
We were like,
What
"What
on earth? Yeah.
Well, I can see these kids have shorts on.
It was hot. Yeah.
I remember one year, I think Carol, you were there.
I was there
Jeanette,
one year. It was
Yeah.
freezing.
Yeah.
You had to hurry up and talk. and-
Yeah,
Oh, and everybody was, the kids came, were
Yeah.
not dressed for.
Right.
yeah, the kids were running around, I'm thinking, where's your coats?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cold. This year was beautiful.
Mhm,
and
That's a nice.
had a lot of
nice
great
tree.
input.
Oh, so that's right in the front. then.
Mhm.
I See
Mhm.
it. I just walked by there.
Yeah, and I thought
Yeah.
that was a beautiful,
Yeah,
massive.
that'll be pretty.
So Carrie, you said it's a 5, maybe?
I think
year
about
old?
5 or 6 years old.
something
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a beautiful tree. So then, on to the.
Oh, my.
We love those pictures.
yeah.
Oh,
Yes, oh, yes, some of my favorite, can I have copies? Please?
I should have your Christmas
Yeah,
cards.
no, do not print them out. Nope, we don't need those floating around, thank you.
Yeah, wait.
Gosh.
It was a lot of fun. I wish I would have gotten the close-ups of everyone else, but I'm sitting there, I thought, oh, there's Jeanette. And
Yeah.
I wanna grab that and. then
Yeah.
But yeah, 19 trees were pruned, and I thought you guys did a wonderful job, and they all look great. We were done, and I think that, I wanted to also say that, and I don't know, if it was Carol or someone had mentioned, like, continue to do this, and maybe start at the park. There, so there's one tree.
Like, if you walk
Yeah.
around the soccer field there, there's some of those trees are in need of.
Yes,
underneath.
definitely,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
they are.
So I talked to Aaron this week, and he said he is all on
Oh, good.
Oh,
Great.
So,
Okay,
but yeah, anyway, that's.
Yeah.
the-
we're all gonna get that for Christmas. Little mini chainsaws and,
Good thought too, I mean, we don't have to do it this next year, but at some point, like maybe do like, invite, the public kind of share,
Yeah.
like little small little class or something.
Yeah.
Have a prune a tree or.
Mhm.
You know where else, the golf, they planted some out of the golf course and some of those
They don't look good, huh?
don't look good, yeah,
Well, now's the time to prune,
yeah,
or before they
It's
get
hard.
huge.
yeah.
The way some of them, there on Taylor Street were growing, if we would have waited
Waited
too much
I
longer,
know,
they would have been a mess.
Mhm.
choked themselves off, yeah,
Great. That was a lot of fun, perfect weather on that.
Yeah, that was a nice
activity.
and it really went pretty quick. It
Mm,
really
it
doesn't
did.
take long to do that, it's not,
Yeah. Here's the proclamation, the big one, that'll go into our Tree City USA, application, Tree City, for this year, the application is due 31st of December, so I will, provide that at our, next, meeting that when we meet, we'll talk about that here in a little bit, but Martha signed that day. That's right there. That is all for the old, business. I did provide in there, IMPA, the newsletter went out here, maybe might have been September-ish, somewhere around there.
Yeah, it was,
went out.
yeah,
So she sent that to me, and so there's a copy of it, in your folder as well, but I thought she did a really nice job.
that was a nice. Some nice
Really
article.
talented. Last week, there is, I didn't get out, get it picked up, but there was an article on elementary that was out in last week's, edition for French Post. So there's coverage, there. So as far as on new business, we had a couple of matters. We've got Shelbyville, tree planting project I wanted to share with you. I had met with them, this was either, I think the very tail end of September or early October. They had reached out, Rachel from Indiana DNR has given them my contact information. They were recently awarded here late August for the Inflation Reduction Tax Grant, through DNR. That's the one that we needed to have, at least a portion of your tree planting project, in a disadvantage, underserved area within the community. That could be, parks, it could be neighborhoods, right, where it's on residential, subdivisions. So they are planting 250 trees. They have an email in 2027 planting. And so they just really wanted to get a little bit of an idea of kind of what we did at the Recovery Tree Project or other, tree planting projects that we've done. They were kind of trying to decide how large we want to start with their 250. Do we want to start with one season on something 25 or 50? And kind of talk through that, and this gave them some helpful tips of what we found as far as what resources we relied upon, composition of that team, and then the kind of our work site that was created as far as tree posts, plantings in parks, and also volunteer groups. So we kind of just walked through that project, kind of start to finish. And then they also, a part of their grant, was awarded coverage for tree keepers. So Daily Resource is going to come in, and that's going to be their first focus, is to have them do an images. They don't have an image, they're part of the tree. So they're going to get that established, and then from there, then they'll go into the tree planting. So they're thinking the fall of 2025 might be their first round of planting, starting with maybe 50, that season, and then maybe if they feel like they can handle 100 at a time after that, or kind of continue with 50 to 75, being a little bit more maybe. But a part of that is a lot of education requirements. One of the pieces that required, working with the residents and having them be hands-on as far as plantings of the trees and post. They asked and said we'd be more than willing to come and help, those volunteer groups, whether we formed a planting team or if we split up a planting. So I felt like either way, we would be open to that, but I thought that would be a fun way to be able to kind of give back to other communities that they.
Their trees are a lot of, like, I just went through Shelbyville the other day and it reminded me of Pendleton. They have a lot of the older trees that are starting, like we do here, that are starting to, I think, die out and everything. And I'm glad they're looking at it now because it can get ugly. You lose all those trees and then you don't have something to replace them right away. But that's a nice, Shelbyville's a nice time, I think. Very nice.
And they mentioned that, they said that they were starting to use a lot of.
Yeah.
Trees, and they just put some of it there, and it was
Mhm.
It's really never been something that, with those spots, that they trees will help them identify
Yeah.
those spots, and, we talked about even the size, when they applied for the grant, they applied for a cooler pallet. And we kind of, discussed that as far as with our, project that we did here, we had maybe 30 memorial trees that were larger, and then some smaller trees from the park, but all the residential trees were somewhere between 3 and 7 gallon bucket trees. They were like more of that 1 inch caliber. They were more manageable. They required equipment. All the planting teams came in with shovels, trucks, and so it was a lot more easier to be able to have kind of untrained volunteers. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't need a big auger going around.
But
Yeah.
they were thinking that they may be able to then increase their tree count because they put in for $150, dollars per tree, where if they go with a much smaller season, then they can get a lot.
Yeah.
I still feel like there's a better chance that they're gonna survive too, if you've got I don't know, I always worry about those really big trees that getting established and,
Yeah.
I think they talk about how they're stunted for a few years, so you plant a smaller one and it almost catches up to an older
Yeah.
one, plus it's easier to.
Which I never really thought about that much, but when somebody was talking
Yeah,
about here
someone-
several weeks ago, months ago, I think, that's true. I mean, you just
Yeah,
look at some of them, you can tell they're not going to make it.
Yeah.
And
or it just takes them so long
Yeah.
to get reestablished.
yeah,
It doesn't require as much supplemental watering.
Watering,
Yeah.
And then I heard they even brought that up, that forest, that a lot of times the smaller trees catch up.
Yeah.
It was the guy at the Hayes Arboretum who told us that.
Okay.
Was
We
it
went on our
right?
little,
yeah.
That's
Our little-
right, yeah.
I knew it was. I just couldn't
Yeah,
remember who it
that's
was.
right.
exploration,
Yeah.
he mentioned that, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That depends on how they take the tree too. For example, the bigger tree, the better way to do it, they will take the ball, but don't cut the tap with it.
Yeah.
And then let it grow for another month or so for the lateral, which will develop,
Mhm.
and then they take it up.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if you take it up immediately, then they don't have enough lateral root
Yeah.
to,
Get enough nourishment.
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
So the best way to do is spade it, but don't cut the taproot, and come back a month or two or even 6 months later, then you
And
pick it up.
pick it up and it's stuck.
Then the tree will survive after,
Yeah.
depending on how the nursery is going to take it.
But that's probably not gonna.
The
probably not
nursery is not
happen
gonna
at
do
the
that,
nurs- Yeah, the nurseries aren't gonna do
No.
it that way.
but you can request,
Yeah.
you get plan ahead of time. You say, hey, they get a lot of the lateral root to grow before you cut the taproot.
Yeah.
Right. And all those are all important things that we could share with,
Yeah.
that a lot of people don't know anything about.
Mhm.
That's why lots of times when they plant a tree, it
You're
just,
making this, yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
Because they didn't wait.
Oh, go ahead.
Because they didn't wait for the lateral root to
Yeah.
develop.
Grow and. Maybe just find the tree.
mhm.
mm-hmm,
A part of that package too, you'll see a sheet, it's got the words, version document. And it gives a lot of free resources.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
So that, I thought, that's gonna be a great, resource that I feel like we could use in a lot of different areas. Meeting codes, I was, that was something that we didn't have the day of for that course, but she sent that along with the time. Really wide variety. I think it gives you information. Again, you can check that out. So, I will let you know as soon as I hear from, Maria and Adam, when they, anticipate, having the first round of tree planting, but, see if we can, make that work. They're really, really nice, the two of them reminded me of myself a lot. That, this is something that kind of grow. They don't have it. Actually, they don't even have it really close. And we sent that to them and said all our funding documents. So that's something that they're going to start working with developing.
Oh.
They don't have that background. So
That's good.
Something that just, they're enjoying, but yet learning. As they go. So. Okay, so the last one is our annual report. This annual report, I really would like for you all to take this review. We'll be presenting it at the Denver Town Council meeting. It is on Thursday, December 12th, it's like 6 o'clock. I'm not sure where it'll fall in line, but it'll fall review business. I plan to just share some of the highlights off of this report. They'll have it in their Google Drive, for complete review. But I think it's very important that we do this each year. Carol, a couple of years ago, and looking at the ordinance, learned that, this is something that we are committed to, in charge to do. And it's something that hadn't been done in the past, and so we've done it here now. I don't know if this is our third time. I think this might have been our third. I think it might be, yeah. So, I think that they really appreciate it. It's nice to kind of give a little recap of what our efforts are in the last year. And how it's moved to really, and you can see their financially, and section, what's pretty good. Page 4. Really, that's a lot of, funding with tree management. A lot of it goes is under tree, or utility lines and easements, but even beyond that, we've also nice to see that, once we get our last round of tree planting here, it's going to up in the $1,000. What I'd like to see for next year is I'd like to be able to apply for our next year's urban forestry grant. That doesn't have that disadvantage, piece to it that makes it impossible for us to be a candidate for that Inflation Reduction Act grant. But I'd like to be able to do that. The application was early September this year, and they said it'll be about the same time this year. They just had kicked it out maybe early August. So
Yeah,
we didn't 30 days.
We didn't have very much time.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel comfortable, putting something together and ready for that. But for next year, for sure.
How much is that one?
I think it's 50,000. I think so it's $1 for $1.
Yeah.
But it's something that isn't maybe as large as the others. I think the cap on the IRA is 250,000. But for the 50,000, did have a match. I mean, that'd be $100,000 project. But it's still a long way. But even if we felt, that 25,000, we'll see what kind of benefits we'll have. But I think it makes $1 kind of a long way. I think it's really starting to do a lot of downtown. Needs to end of the life. You can start kind of looking at free inventory, where the things are, filling in those gaps. And if you guys think about other areas too that we'd like to be able to hit.
Wonder if it's too early to start thinking about some trees in the triangle down there. I mean, we don't know how that's really all gonna, maybe even at least around the perimeter or something. I don't know. If it's
I
too
know-
early to hate to plant something and then it be in the wrong place.
Yeah.
But,
I know they've kind of talked about, having conversations at some point with park with that property. So, yeah, we probably want to see, you know, kind of what their thoughts are as far as how they like to develop that and kind of a small little parklet. I do think that it would be great. It is, some kind of, say, wet areas in there, so
Yeah.
we have a lot of like river birches and stuff like that. We can plant
Yeah.
out there, but we can provide a good environment. So, yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
you know,
Yeah, that piece of property is,
Tuesday or perfect time.
it's all gonna have to be thought out, I think,
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
landscaping and, you
Yeah.
know, if they're gonna do trails or whatever they're gonna
yeah,
do.
yeah,
It's all gonna have to be, there's gonna have to be a plan in front of you, I think,
Yeah.
before you even, yeah. And some of those trees can stay, but some of them, they gotta go.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
it's-
It just looks kinda, and I think part of that might be because it is so damp in there. I mean, water almost stands in there sometimes.
But there are trees that can withstand.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both cypress and
Yeah.
swamp oak, yeah, yeah, swamp oak, yeah. You know,
But
Do you know what property, the Mill Road property, there's a triangle, property there. State property, that's there at Mill and State. The town is purchased. A lot of it is flood zone, they can't really develop it, but it can be parking lot. Park area.
yeah, and the bridge is gonna go in there somewhere.
Yeah, and they'll be right there.
Yeah,
mhm,
You know, asphalt.
that bridge. That was on the town council when this all came about, and the reformatory was taking it out, and I forget what the reason was, but, and they were just gonna
take it apart.
take it apart.
Yeah,
And so, we said, well, wait, you know, we will help you get that tree or get that bridge over there. And we decided to put it over there by the
how many
creek.
years ago was that?
That has been, oh my gosh, that has probably been, let's see, it's on from, so my last year on the council was 2016. So now this is 2024. And it was sometime it's been
It's
a
been a
long time
while,
ago,
yeah.
but, and I have driven by and looked at that bridge a million times thinking, okay,
And
when are we?
everybody laughed.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
now just wait, just
Yeah.
wait.
See how great it'll be.
Everybody
Those
made
naysayers,
fun of
yeah,
us, in
yeah.
that bridge sitting out there.
It's definitely coming, it may be a few years out, but
It's up
we
to-
are working with Madison County Council of Government on the trail project, everything from the west side through kind of the town property there. behind the Corporation building,
Yeah.
come down there, across Fall Creek.
Yeah.
This would be the space for the trail there to next to Taylor. So they're doing some surveying and so forth.
Right.
Now just trying to identify any red flags and issues, whether
Mhm.
some historical buildings or setback issues.
Yeah. You would be amazed at how they moved that thing. I mean, it was,
Can't imagine.
I couldn't either. I thought somebody was gonna get killed or whatever, and then I guess it was a good spot where they picked to put it,
But
but
once you get it there, it's like, you're not gonna
it's
move
like,
it.
are we ever gonna get out of there? Am I gonna live long enough for?
They have enough crane to move it.
I know, but it was like they had to get more than one and everything. Oh, I finally had to leave. I can stand watching it.
That stresses me out.
Whenever
too.
your mind can conceive, your hand can achieve.
That's, I heard that. I don't know sometimes, but
My mind, I see these sometimes.
yeah. I know mine
Whatever
is.
you can conceive, your hand will achieve.
It
But,
did.
Yeah,
It did.
I would say, I mean, it may be a few years out, but I'd say maybe in the next 5 years, you know, we'll start seeing some of those. pieces
Hang
of that.
in there.
I'll still be there.
Don't give up.
Right. That'll be my goal.
Right, the bridge, the bridge.
I would, I would like to present this, you know, at the town council. You tell me how you feel. We can either take and we can look at that or take it home and look at it. You know, any, edits. I would like to be able to keep it to one page. You know, if we need to extend, that's fine, but I think it's nice just to have it kind of condensed, consolidated.
Right.
Into one. Try to think about every individual that's kind of partnering with us, work with us. In this last year, kind of specific to the year, best as possible. But then also if I'm missing any projects, even simple, you know, typos, anything like that. I would
Okay.
love to have your thoughts on edits, changes.
When do you want that to be finalized? I mean, when would you want us to get the back?
I mean, I can make changes to it real quick. It was giving me fits the other day, but, as far as just the structure of the paragraph.
Well, let's say like by December 6th, that's a Friday.
Okay.
And that- Yeah.
Okay.
And if any, you know, anything and
Great.
Well, is the council meeting at 6?
And that'll give me that 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Yes, I would love for you all to come, if you are, able to. I will put you on the spot, you don't have to talk, but if it's found you have to support. And if you, you know, I wouldn't even be opposed if you wanted to be the one to present.
No.
Mine too, but I.
No.
don't put that on
I don't
you.
know.
We think you'll,
We're used
you
to
will
doing
do a
that.
great job.
Yeah, you're gonna do great.
Get some highlights.
That's what
but,
I found.
Yeah, it's taking a look back at.
Mhm.
it is.
Things to see how each year may have a different, twist or a main highlight or. And showing, you know, areas of growth and. You can tell. So yeah, so that sounds great, Carol, December the 6th, if you can text me.
Yeah.
You can email, however best, if you want to red mark it up, drop it off to the town hall, that works too. So get that to me and we'll get that submitted. To the Karen Parkinson and the clerk's office, they already have it on the agenda, and it's the line item that was requested.
We talk about our pruning project, is that in there somewhere?
Yeah, they up there on projects and activities.
You're not gonna have pictures, are you?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I can-
My God.
No, please.
I'm definitely not coming.
I
then.
insist.
No. I see one little tiny thing, just that under 3, you have 2 E's.
Oh, yeah, okay, got it.
No, and I-
Okay, got it, see that the F and the alphabet. I was just saying, well,
I'm looking at those. One person. There we go. Yeah, Franklin's, okay, sorry. I was looking at that one we had the other day. Okay, well, everyone, yeah,
Yeah,
everyone take a
sounds good.
look and see if you think of anything else or anything and. Yeah,
Is it October 23rd?
December, or what?
I mean, the Franklin Street pruning,
Oh, yeah, that was,
October
yeah.
23rd.
that's my birthday.
Oh, we were together on your birthday? You didn't tell us? Well, happy belated birthday.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to know.
Which, wasn't that fun? What a great way to spend your birthday.
So Carol, on this, do we want to make any, we don't have to have a formal vote or anything like that, we're just,
oh,
well, we don't have to, because I want to make edits as necessary.
yeah, yeah.
Too, so we'll just, okay, so we'll just, plan on the 6th then. And only other thing that, we had was, for, this coming year, we do have 4 of the 5 members on our committee that your terms expire. have a board and commission meeting coming up, informational meeting for the community coming up this coming month. If you'd like to come, that's great. You don't have to. It's for individuals who like to join a board or whatnot to come, learn about each of the roles that they play, and, you know, get paid to work with one. I'm anticipating that none of my spots here are going, I would love for you all to stay. But I just want to give you a heads up that we just have to still live in every door that
Mhm.
expiration is on.
Mhm.
So, just know that.
Just
you're
because, yeah, just because your name's on there doesn't mean you're gonna be
Yeah.
replaced.
I love our committee. I think you all have done phenomenal, bring a lot of expert, experience and history and whatnot, you know, and leadership to the board. So thank you. But I just want you to know that if you see that, it's not that we anticipate to fill those spots. We just have to
Sure,
in the public.
yes.
So, yeah. And, another thing too, I wanted to just highlight a little bit, for goals for next year. We'll talk about that, coming up kind of the beginning of the year, but in our tree keeper, one of my things that I want to start doing, we have new development. We're gonna have Baker's Point that's gonna be coming up here in the west, and they're gonna have street trees. And we also have some street trees in the fall. So I want to get those added into it. So we don't do every subdivision every year. I want to do a little bit at least, each year and kind of add that into our 5 areas. So,
So
that's
Baker's is out there on 38.
still a little while before those trees get planted.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they're gonna plant those at completion of each section of the development, or if they'll wait until it's fully developed and then kind of come back, but I think that they'll probably plant those, at least, as close to the ending of each of those sections. So, I just think it's important to keep up with the new development as well. So, and the only thing last that I had was our December meeting. It falls on the 19th of December. So we can either make a decision tonight, or we can think about it between now and then. I know it kind of comes close to a holiday. The only thing that I would have anticipated, information for is if we get some response from the campus, K-12 program for the school. And then also, the application for Free City USA, pretty standard, but I can share that at our January meeting if you'd like. But then I also would reach out to you if we do have a meeting, before the end of this year with the schools.
And I'm pretty sure I won't be able to be there.
Me neither.
That's what
I have
the
my
bill was kind of
yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I have,
Yeah.
I have my jobs.
Yeah.
Party, staff party,
Yeah.
we're going to Newfields, and I also have an ornament exchange, I guess I won't be going to either, so a busy day, like whatever, I don't know, yeah.
So.
I know,
good,
for sure I
then
will.
We'll just go ahead and cancel the December meeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we'll just pick back up
Pick up in
in
January.
January, and then I'll just reach out to you through email and text
Yeah.
about
if
the
you-
school. and
Yeah, if you get any updates.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will let you know, and if they can meet beforehand, love, if you know, to come, even if a couple of them come, that's great.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
Denise, for
Yes.
all this
everything
work,
that you
great.
do.
You
I
do,
know.
you do such a
do
great
so
job.
much.
You make us look really good.
I
Yeah,
don't know anything.
you do.
No, I
Yeah.
understand. This is one board that I wish I had more time.
Yeah.
Mm.
And, we've had some kind of exceptional, unusual, not, just some projects and some different, assignments that I've had here the last year that are, not typical or
Yeah.
common, and they've been, eliminated for the town of Pendleton, so I'm hoping that, you know, going forward, this
Yeah.
will. something
More time, yeah.
that'll give more time
Yeah,
and keep growing.
Well, you do a great job.
yes, you
You
do.
really
Very
do.
thorough.
That you all,
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, well, thank you.
Thanks.
Very good.
Edie,